Again, I don't know if I said this before, but it does take me a while to start finishing these shows, so it's gonna be a bit. Just have some patience. I plan to talk about probably maybe the other CW shows and Gotham pretty soon, but just have patience. Anyway, let's get to the video. So, Flash season 4 started off a little slow for me, but ended awesome. Ugh, I fucking love this season. What's up, guys? Dr. Senpai here, and I'm going to be talking about The Flash season 4. I think the show's become somewhat divisive, as most of the CW shows are nowadays. I have not watched Arrow season 6, despite me making a video on it, hoping it's good. Because damn, Arrow. I used to say that was one of the best superhero TV shows ever. Used to. Like, emphasis on the used to. But The Flash is one of my favorites, and it's one of the better ones. I've just always liked The Flash. I don't know what it is, but I've just always loved it. The writing and everything about it has been really solid. And I'm about to talk about it right here, season 4. So here we go. This season was great, okay? I really like this season. I appreciate when they said that there's not going to be a speedster villain this time. They meant it. Not that the speedster villains were a bad thing. I liked all the speedster villains: Reverse Flash, Zoom, and Savitar. I really liked last season with some of the time travel shit, and this season was great too. This season was, definitely a rebirth of Flash, because last season in season 3 they had him disappear into the Speed Force, and while he came back pretty damn quick, and this is where, like, the beginning was pretty slow. I don't think the premiere was that good, honestly, for this season. But overall, the whole season just got better and better as it went on. We get to see more team mechanics between Team Flash. Everyone's always good. Caitlin, Cisco, always good. Harrison Wells is always good, and it's just I love this show. I don't know what it is. It's just really good. And this season was really great, I have to say. I can definitely applaud them for bringing on Elongated Man, aka Ralph Dibny. Ralph Dibny was great addition to the team. They got rid of Wally West early on. That was early on in the season, where it was kind of like, them getting rid of Wally West just so he could be on a shittier show, Legends of Tomorrow, which kind of sucks. But he still pops up here and then, and that was really cool. And instead we got a replacement, Ralph Dibny, who as a character was great. Some people say he sucks and everything. I think he's fine. Okay, honestly, he's really good. It's been, I've had this complaint about the CW shows, which definitely making a video one day about this, but the budget of some of these shows. Some people say, "Oh, don't worry about the budget," but you know what? I am, because DC is my favorite out of the comics property. And I like to see them do high budget shit. Most of the stuff they do in Marvel with their superheroes is all high budget stuff, with like the movies and sometimes even the Netflix shows. The only time they don't do it is in Agents of Shield, which I don't like Agents of Shield, which is why I don't watch it. But at least that series is within its own budget. There's not like insane superheroes in there. It's just some of these CW shows just can't really do it, and especially Legends of Tomorrow. Don't get me fucking started. They can't use their superpowers for some reason. It's usually because of budget restraints. But in this show they had Elongated Man, and let me tell you, he elongated. He was using his stretching powers all the fucking time, and it was great. They were a little goofy, but I liked it still, because at least the effects looked like they would be used how Elongated Man is in the comics. So I really appreciate that. He had really good, solid character development. He started off as a dick, and then, he just kind of developed as like, you know what? I love Team Flash. Team Flash is like my only other family, so I'm going to defend them all I can. That was really great. And this whole season, I like the overall theme of the season, because the villain was the Thinker, who I was kind of questioning at the beginning, because at the beginning he was just a guy who sits in a wheelchair. It's like, how the fuck is the Flash going to fight a guy in a wheelchair? Because I don't really know that much about the Thinker in the comic books, but it's really interesting, because what they did with him is he was a threat. Like, Clifford DeVoe, the Thinker, his name, was a threat. Everyone was trying to stop him the entire season, and people kind of lost themselves, trying to stop this guy because he's a big threat. He was killing people. There was a few metahumans that he created with dark matter when Barry Allen came back in the Flash, and he created a few metahumans, including Ralph Dibny, Elongated Man, and there was a few villains they had as the bus metahumans. They were like on this bus, and they called them the bus metas, but they were basically created for him to absorb into his body. Basically, he took over their body and took over their power, and he kept hopping through different every one of their bodies, killing them and taking over their bodies. It was really cool. There were serious stakes. Those people were dying, and the Flash people could not save them, so they thought the only way they could save them is to, kind of go rogue a little bit, and people were starting to lose themselves. They were starting to do stuff that was not of their character, and that was great. Ralph Dibny at one point chose like, hey, let's just kill him, and Barry Allen's like, no, we don't do this. We are a team. I know there's a meme that says we are the Flash from Iris, but it's kind of true. Now I think about it. The team is the Flash. There's a whole team basis behind Barry Allen, and he needs his friends. He needs his team. So they were willing to do it. Do whatever it takes. And by the end of the season, they had to really come together and kind of let that go to really stop him, because he was a serious threat. And I love that. I love that about it this season. He was a great villain. He had an interesting goal in mind. He basically wanted to make everyone stupid because he thought the world was retarded already. It was fucking stupid how the world is with technology and stuff. Bad things are always happening, so he thought if he could get enough intelligence, he would create something to wipe everyone's intelligence away and reteach them. He calls it the Enlightenment, to basically teach the world again and run it differently so everyone is smarter, which is kind of interesting. It's not really noble. He's still evil, but it's just kind of interesting. Basically, it's like, that's how the villain works. They think they're the good guys. And that's really cool. I really appreciate it about this season. And we got some more stuff. Flash got a new suit, finally. This is basically a better season 4 than what we got with Arrow. That fucking atrocious. I hate season 4. Arrow season 4, season 3 was pretty shit, but season 4 was fucking awful. Oh my god, I can't stress that enough. I've said that before, but it's like, oh my god. But this is just such a better season 4, and I really appreciate it. There was the episode with the crossover, which I don't really count because now I hate the crossovers. I think they're retarded. Ever since they started bringing in everyone else, he just started ruining everything. But otherwise, just most episodes are pretty consistent. I mean, Flash and all these shows are gonna have their down episodes. This show had its down episodes, especially at the beginning. But then they started ramping up when they did the Trial of Barry Allen arc, which is something from the comics, an arc from the comics, which they did. And I was kind of expecting that they were just gonna have it one and done, because they did that with like Flashpoint, which I didn't really like in season 3, where it's just one and done. He was done with Flashpoint. But no, they had him in prison for like a pretty long time. He was there for about like 7 episodes. I can't remember the exact number, but he was in prison for a while, and that was really good. I was like, wow. And then they basically, they gave, that's where they gave most of Ralph Dibny his character development. Was like they're trying to break out Barry because he didn't kill DeVoe. He basically, it was this whole thing about the Thinker going to a different body, which he did, and he basically killed his old body and left it in Barry's apartment during Christmas time, and basically he was arrested, and he spent time in prison, which was interesting because he wouldn't break out of prison. He just stayed in prison. He wouldn't help anybody, which is interesting because in the world and Central City went without a Flash for a while, and Ralph Dibny stepped up and became Elongated Man and helped out, which was great. Just this season overall is like fine wine. It's okay at the beginning, but then it just ages over time, and it's great. The season finale, it was really good. Not one of the best season finales, but I really enjoyed that. I just saw that about, I think, like 2 days ago. I think the season's been done for a little bit, and I've been trying to catch up. It's kind of hard, but because I have so much going on and everything, fucking work and shit. But I eventually watched it all, and it was pretty good. And there's one surprising thing where they had Barry and Iris's daughter show up. There was one episode, which I was fine with, where Iris became a speedster. I find Iris annoying, but not as bad as some characters like, I don't know, most of the Legends of Tomorrow cast. You know, the ones like LOL, I'm so smart. And Felicity, who is the queen of LOL, I am so smart, where she's not like, you know, a fucking like a genius. She's just there to keep the team together because that's her family and she loves the team. And Joe West, as usual, is always amazing. Fucking God, I love Joe West. He's such a good guy. He's really cool. One subplot I didn't like at all in this season was a thing about Joe's girlfriend who became pregnant and had metahuman powers, which was kind of stupid. Although I think they got rid of her powers because she was already an annoying character person. They just had her hang around nonstop, and you know, she just hung around for no reason, just made quirky remarks, and she had powers where she can read people's minds. That was stupid. I hated that. But I think they got rid of her powers at the end of the day. She was just obnoxious. Then there was one thing that was kind of odd was last season they had fucking Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter movies. I don't know what his name is. I just know he's Draco Malfoy. He showed up in season 3 and he just kind of left. In season 4, just said, "Oh, he left," and that was pretty stupid. I didn't like that, but whatever. That was pretty. I didn't like that kind of part, but otherwise, really good season. I definitely say it's one of the best. I can't wait for season 5. Now, this is a show I can't wait for season 5. Season 5 of Arrow was okay, but I wasn't really excited for it. But I hope I'm gonna watch season 6 and maybe binge watch it. And I hope it's not disappointing. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this season. This season was great. I definitely say check it out. If you don't agree with me, sorry, but it's my personal opinion. This is the only CW show I like right now. And woo! I hope Arrow is good. Otherwise, oof, there's gonna be some rant videos. Let me tell you about that. All right. Anyway, see you guys later. Let me know what you think in the comments. For fuck's sakes, I can't speak. And we will talk later. See you guys. Bye.